What is up? It's cold again. It's April 19th. Why? Anyway, so we got the C10 done. That is out. We got a new project out here that's coming in. Right now, I'm working on just a little fab project, non-automotive related, non-mini truck related. So I'm not gonna be filming that at all. Basically, I'm just making these racks for a company. Gotta do what you can to pay the bills. Right now, the project that I have outside is an OBS Suburban. I'll show you that when I start to do it. I don't know when you'll be seeing this video, because this is gonna be an S10 video. Probably in the future, in the next month or two, I'll really get on this. I need the table for the Suburban, because what I'm gonna do is pull the Suburban off. All we're doing on that is just a bag job, but I wanna, basically the body and everything is all but off the frame. It's just got body mounts on. There's no motor, dash, no interior. So everything's fairly simple to just unbolt the body mounts and get a couple guys to actually help me get the body up enough to drop the frame to roll it out. And then we're gonna put the frame up on the table. That way I have a level surface this time to do the notch, 4-link and everything. It just makes it easier. I have the table. The only thing I don't have is a lift to make it easier, but you know, that's in the future too. We got things going. I'm not just doing nothing. I need the table, and I don't want to just take the S10 frame off the table and then end up later putting it back on. I already have the plans of what I was doing on this. I'm using the frame that I made for the Suburban. I'm using basically the rails. A lot of people were asking me how I'm going to do that. I made it for a Suburban. Listen, when you learn mini trucking, how to build frames, stock floor, when you learn all that stuff, you realize that you can literally make any car do anything. Like, you get in the mentality as a mini trucker that you can put anything on the ground. The rails, I cut the rails, so basically I'm gonna have bare rails that I made. We'll cut them down, line the notch up with the center line of the axle, and then we'll just graft those rails into the front clip of the frame, or for the S10. Now those are 3x3. Typically you can get away with 2x3 on an S10 on mini trucks. These are 3x3. It doesn't make a difference. It's a little stronger. So that's what we're gonna do, but I'm not using any of the rear clip that I did. I'm redoing the whole 4-link. I don't know what I wanna do yet as far as bags. I don't know if I'm gonna stick with the 5-link or 6-link that I would be doing, having 2 bars run to the back. Kind of go back to the videos and see how I did it. I don't know if I'm doing that, if I'm gonna do a cantilever again. I have a whole ton of bars and everything to be able to do whatever I want. Right now, I am gonna cut the rear off and save it for a rainy day. Basically, I wanna get the front cut, get the back cut, and then just take those rails, get them out of here. That way I go to the scrapyard, take that stuff. I'm not gonna need it. I'm gonna build all new body mounts. Yeah, everything's gonna be new. I want the S10 to be kind of a pretty cool frame. Anyway, that's where we're at right now. I'm gonna get to cutting and hacking this thing up. You can see down there, I got the rails cut apart. All I gotta do on them is go through, finish welding everything, cut the old brackets off, and clean them up, prep them for putting them back on. But right now it's getting the front clip free, and then once I set it up again, you measure your axle, your wheelbase, set your axle, go with it. So anyway, let's get to cutting. So the first step in cutting off the frame is you measure No, Mikey, you don't need to measure. Don't worry about measuring. You don't have to measure anything when you're doing this. That's why they call it custom. You just make it. Then you take your trusty saw and you pick a spot that looks inviting. I'm going, this looks like an inviting spot. I like that. Yep, let's go with that. That's fun. My teeth are chattering. Yup, and then she goes floppy. Don't worry. I'm nowhere near a professional. I think I need a bigger shot. All right, and that's you. Pick that spot and then go with it. Hopefully I don't need a new blade yet. Does that look about right? Good. Man, my arm does not feel good. Think I could use a new blade. My arm's itchy. Where's my arm itchy? Now this is probably gonna fall back. So I should probably do something about that right now. Just like that, two becomes one, and much more easier to manage. Much more manageable? Yes, manageable. Okay. Ah! All right, let's get the rear cut. All right, this should be a little easier to cut. We're gonna cut it right at the bed mount. I feel like this is a good place-ish. Something like that. Or no, we'll cut it right here. I like that spot. I like that spot because whatever. In this hellhole I've been stuck, but I feel something I've never felt before. Okay. One rail cut. This is the piece we don't need. Need that piece. I gotta come back over there. Coming on over. Moving on up. Now we get this piece cut out. Take the ground bolt, you throw it on the ground. Because it's a ground bolt, it goes on the ground. Huh. All right. So now we got that piece. What piece is that? Great Scott. We put a piece within the piece. Whoa! All right, and just like that, I took a perfectly terrible S10 frame that doesn't lay body, and I got rid of it. Perfect. All right, now what do we do? Well, now we have parts of the table we can use. That's good. Yay. All right. I'm gonna struggle getting that off. That should be fun. I don't know how I'm gonna do that yet. Yeah. We're basically gonna get everything off the table, so that way it's good to go. So that, it's one step closer. I did something on the S10 today. Pretty proud of myself. Like I always said, if you do one thing on your vehicle a day, that's still one more thing than you did yesterday. How heavy is this? We about to find out. Holy cripes! It's not heavy at all. Put that over here. I'm losing it. Probably not going to catch it. That's what I thought. It's pretty heavy. All right. One of the big reasons, since I'm doing these racks too, is I don't have a welding table that's a nice 4x8 welding table like I'd like to have. I'm not a thousandaire, so I don't have the money to buy a Certiflat yet. But this little girl that I got off of Marketplace will do. So to build those frames for the racks that I'm making, I need a nice surface, and this will do. Perfect. So that's what we're going to use that for. I have 6 of them to build. They're kind of big, but I'm gonna get them in and out. I want to have them done by the end of the month because I want to start the Suburban beginning of next month, which is May. That's what I wanted to get done tonight. So that's what I got done tonight. Perfect. Once we're back on the S10, we'll have that video series coming again. I know I can't even remember the last time I posted an S10 video. I know I had got the motor in. I had all the suspension pretty well done. I think the rear needed welded up, like fully welded up completely. And it needed basically the finishing work done on it. Plugging all the connectors in on the motor and firing it up because remember I rebuilt the 4-cylinder? Yeah, so that motor's gone. The transmission is gone. I'm ripping all the interior and the wiring out of the cab because that will all be brand new wiring. Probably gonna get like a painless kit. Just because it's way easier to start with new. I mean, we're doing an LS swap in it. Typical, I know, but it's cheap, easy power, and you can make them sound pretty good. I'm not going any crazy 600, 700 horsepower turboed LS. It'll probably be a simple 4.8, 5.3, I'm not sure. I have a 5.3 that I'm going to use for mock-up. Turbo 400 trans. And yeah, The interior I kind of want to do, I kind of want to make this, I don't know, old schooly kind of truck. I keep wanting to do an old school build of a newer truck, like the S10. Now, you got to be careful with that because you don't want to make it too tacky and everything, because that can happen. But I just want to be like a clean, simple, build using kind of older parts like a dash and stuff. But I want to kind of build it in an old school mini trucking way. I don't want AccuAir, I don't want airlift 3P, 3H setup system. I don't want any of that. It's cool, it's good. I mean, it works for what it is. The build that I want to do, I don't need that. I don't need to spend $5,000 on that stuff. So we're not going to. I more or less want to go manual valves on this. I want it to be kind of like a less is better kind of thing. So the less fittings, less wiring. I don't have to have wiring for valves and stuff like that. If I go manual valves, it is what it is. So that's what we're going to do on this. It's going to be a Bodydrop S10 on, I don't know, 20s or 22s. I'm not sure what I want to go with yet. And I haven't picked a wheel yet. So if you have any ideas of like an old school looking wheel, but with a new retro kind of look, not smoothies, because that's the wheels that are on the Blazer, that's what we're just going to go on this. That's why I bought those, the 17s, to do just a bagged, old school kind of build on 17s. That way I didn't have to cut the firewall, tub the bed. But since we're going all this way, we're going to make everything look good, clean. This is a lot of rambling. I don't know why I'm talking this much. If you're still with me, I'm sorry. But it'll get cooler. So anyway, maybe I'll upload this video this week. I don't know. We'll see. But thanks for watching if you're still with me. Enough rambling. Let's get to another video that has way more work and way less rambling and talking. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to do all the YouTube stuff. I'll see you on the next one.